Okay, so there's this snack that seems to be absolutely everywhere in gym circles lately. Prime Bites Protein Brownies.
Ah, yes.
They're promising, the best of both worlds, a proper dessert taste, but with 19 grams of protein. Supposedly helps you hit your macros without feeling like you're missing out.
Right.
But the big question we need to tackle is this actually a useful tool for your fitness goals? Or is it basically just candy wearing a protein halo?
Exactly. That's what we're digging into. We've got their marketing pitch, you know, the 19-gram protein, 5G collagen, low sugar, even hand-baked.
Mm-hmm.
And we're comparing that directly against the nutrition facts, the actual ingredients, and crucially, what real users are saying in the source material we looked at.
All right, let's break it down then. Core facts first. If we take, say, their chocolate glazed donut brownie as a standard,
Yeah.
the 19 grams of protein, well, it's definitely there on the label. But you're also looking at 220 calories, 9 grams of fat, 19 grams of carbs total.
And don't forget the sugar alcohols.
Yeah.
About 10 grams of those in that carb count.
Okay, 10 grams. And the protein itself, you mentioned the collagen.
Yeah, this is quite interesting, actually, that 19 grams of protein includes 5 grams of collagen peptides.
Okay.
And while collagen is, beneficial for things like skin, joints, maybe hair, the source is pretty clear. It's not considered a complete protein for muscle repair and growth in the same way whey or casein is. It's more supplementary.
Ah, okay. So that changes the math quite a bit. If you're thinking purely about muscle building protein, maybe it's closer to, 14 grams effective protein plus the collagen boost.
That's a fair way to look at it.
Yeah.
It definitely shifts how you interpret that headline 19-gram number. It's not quite what you might assume if you're just glancing at the package.
And the taste. Those sugar alcohols you mentioned, the 10 grams.
Right, often erythritol. That's likely responsible for some of the complaints we saw about a weird cooling sensation or a lingering artificial aftertaste. It sweetens without sugar calories, but it comes with its own, flavor profile.
So they sell this macro-friendly dream, but then you flip it over the ingredient list. This is where it gets really revealing about the processing, isn't it?
Absolutely. Forget the hand-baked vibe for a second. The big red flags popping up. Margarine, corn syrup.
Margarine. That immediately screams highly processed snack, not health food.
Exactly. Margarine usually means processed vegetable oils, maybe even hydrogenated fats, depending on the type. It's cheap, it gives texture, but it's a world away from, say, butter in actual baking.
And corn syrup, another industrial sweetener.
Yeah, it's efficient for mass production. Point being, this isn't some small batch bakery item. It looks more like food engineering to hit specific numbers on the label.
We should also clarify the dietary stuff. They're labeled gluten-friendly, but not certified gluten-free.
Correct, and that's a really critical difference for you, the listener. Friendly usually suggests they use gluten-free ingredients, but they can't guarantee against cross-contamination in the manufacturing facility.
So not safe for celiac disease or severe sensitivities.
Definitely not something to rely on if you need that certified guarantee. And just to confirm, they're not vegan either. Contain milk and egg.
Okay. Now let's talk about the biggest issue that kept coming up in the user reports. Consistency. Or rather, the lack of it.
Well, this was striking.
There was this one quote from Reddit that really stood out. Something like, approximately 1 in every 10 has the amazing texture and taste, and the other 9 out of 10 are low-mid.
Wild, isn't it? For a product that's often pretty pricey, sometimes hitting $4 a brownie, that kind of batch inconsistency is, it's bad.
Low-mid. That's brutal. What were the main complaints besides that aftertaste we mentioned?
Texture was a big one. People describe them as often being dry, dense, overly chewy, just not delivering on that promised brownie experience.
It's kind of unbelievable. You're buying a box, maybe $30 or more, and the advice online on places like Army Fitness Pal is literally microwave it for 10 seconds to make it edible.
Yeah, the microwave hack came up a lot. Apparently, it helps soften them up. Users also said some flavors are generally better than others. Blueberry cobbler and cookie dough seem to get slightly better reviews.
But still needing a hack.
Exactly. It suggests the baseline product isn't quite hitting the mark.
So let's try and wrap this up. What's the final verdict here?
Well, look, it does deliver the 19 grams of protein listed. And yes, compared to a standard full sugar brownie or candy bar, the macros are technically better. Lower sugar, higher protein.
But it's firmly in that processed snack category, isn't it? It's not really a healthy dessert. It feels more like a compromise.
That's the perfect word. It's a compromise. Our sources frame it as an experimental snack play, maybe? Not something you'd rely on as a staple. Think of it like a supplement, almost.
Like an emergency protein bar, but in brownie form.
Kind of, yeah. It's an adjunct. You use it when you absolutely need that protein hit, maybe post-workout in a pinch, and you don't have better options. But you go in knowing you're sacrificing quite a bit on ingredient quality, potentially taste, and definitely consistency.
And paying a premium for that gamble.
Paying a premium for that gamble, exactly. The inconsistency issue really undermines the value proposition.
Which leaves us with a final thought for you listening. If a healthy snack needs a microwave trick to be palatable and has margarine near the top of its ingredients, where do you personally draw the line? How much compromise on quality and taste are you willing to accept just to hit that 19-gram protein number? Is it strategic eating or just expensive indulgence?